Welcome to ABC Interactive English. My name is Winnie, and that guy over there is Mike.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mike. Welcome.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Last part, we talked about zero waste.
We did.
And I know how much you love your zeros.
I love zeros.
But we're not talking about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
No.
But I will, But I will ask you, how do you live a zero waste life?
I try to produce less garbage by producing less garbage. Well, one thing that I do, and I think we covered this in yesterday's dialogue with Lauren and Brandon, is I have my own water bottle. I bring a water bottle with me every day. I refill it. Luckily, I work at places where they often have drinking water for people to enjoy, so I can fill that up 2 or 3 times a day. In my bag, just over there, I also have a metal straw.
Can you hold that up? I'm just gonna give you a #1 ribbon for you for being the best zero waste lifer in the studio right now that has 4 people.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my agent, and the Academy. Wait, this isn't an Oscar.
No,
it's
it isn't.
my water bottle.
Yeah.
I also have a metal straw that I bring when I get a drink, maybe from a coffee shop. I don't like the plastic straws. We know plastic, and the paper straws I'm not a fan of. I don't drink my drink that fast.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was thirsty, that's fine. But after about an hour, the paper straw makes things
to disintegrate,
and it tastes like paper. So I have the metal straw for that. And let's see, what else do I do? And I bring my own shopping bags.
Look at you, another ribbon for you.
Thank you. Two shopping bags, a small one and a big one.
Look at you. Okay, well, we're gonna go back to our friends Lauren and Brandon, and we'll see what they have to say.
All right. Lauren and Brandon keep talking.
I saw lots of plastic bottles in my trash. I wanted to cut them down, so...
So you got your own bottle. What else did you do?
I changed from plastic bags to cloth ones.
Isn't all that a lot of trouble?
It was, but then I got used to it. I also got used to reusing and recycling.
Okay, so we are back learning how to live a zero-waste life. Lauren and Brandon, our characters from yesterday, are back. And Lauren, of course, has already fully embraced or changed to live this zero-waste life. She's giving advice to her friend Brandon. And as we see there, Lauren and Brandon keep talking. So let's get back to the action.
So Lauren then says, I saw lots of plastic bottles in my trash. I wanted to cut them down, so ... So she's saying cut them down as in she wants to...
No, not that. Cut them down. No.
She wants to stop making so much, plastic trash.
When you cut down on something, you do it less or use it less or something. She could cut down the bottles and turn them into little flower vases.
That's true.
Or something.
Or so that she uses less plastic bags for trash, she can cut them down to make them smaller.
Ooh, that's in a way too. But of course, here we are actually talking about not throwing plastic bottles away, not putting them in the garbage or the trash. And when we say trash or garbage, we basically mean the place where you put the stuff you don't want. We can actually call it by what it is, a trash can or a litter box or litter bin if you're British. But generally that place, that smelly place in your kitchen, or maybe the place filled with paper or tissues or something in your living room, that is the trash. And then you'll put it in a bag and take it out to the garbage truck. When you hear the dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, that's time to take out the trash, that garbage, that stuff there, get it out. Back to the dialogue. So, Brandon says, you got your own bottle. We've already discovered that this is one of the first things Lauren did to live a zero-waste life, was to get a reusable bottle so she doesn't have to buy water in plastic bottles. So, we know you did that. We know you got your own bottle. What else?
You too, Mike.
I did, exactly. I met Lauren actually a few days ago. Yeah, so she told me. What else did you do? Brandon's looking for more ideas here about zero-waste living.
So then Lauren says, I changed from plastic bags to cloth ones. And I think, Mike, you can kind of, say that you do this too, right?
Yep.
So when you go to buy groceries or even go shopping, a lot of stores and, supermarkets use plastic bags to give you the things you bought.
Sure.
But they also give you the option, if you brought your own cloth bag or reusable bag, you could say, I don't need any plastic bags. I brought my own. Because a lot of places now, they actually charge you.
Yes, that's true. It might just be a few NT, but you can definitely save some money and be good to the planet.
So you are saving zeros.
I'm saving zeros, or at least 2 and 5 NT coins. Yes, that's another good thing about it. So Brandon, he's hearing all this stuff, and he knows this is smart and wise and the right thing to do. But for a lot of people like Brandon, it's also about convenience. Or as he says, isn't all that a lot of trouble? Isn't it inconvenient? It's, I gotta remember this, I gotta bring that, I gotta wash the bottle. It's a lot of trouble. I'll waste a lot of time doing this. It will be difficult to change my life this way.
Right. And so when we say the word trouble, we really are talking about problems or difficulties when something is hard to do, okay? So in this case, Brandon's kind of saying, I'm kind of lazy, right? Or I don't really want to go out of my way. But then Lauren is saying, it was, but then I got used to it. I also got used to reusing and recycling.
Okay, so there you go. You just have to change your life a little bit at a time. And what seems like trouble when you first start suddenly just becomes the normal way of doing things. She was also talking about recycling as much as she can too. Recycling is basically taking things that could be in the trash that you could just throw away in the normal way, but you don't. You put them somewhere special. They are taken to a factory. If it's plastic, it's cleaned, broken down, and then reused. Paper as well. Of course, we can also recycle glass things, glass jars and bottles, and tin cans. Tins that our food and drinks might come in. So you're not reusing it in a way, you're sending it somewhere to be basically remade at a factory to make a new product, but at least it doesn't end up in the garbage forever.
And sometimes you get to make a little bit of money.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, sometimes you bring those bottles back and you get some money, the glass ones. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break and then we'll be back.
I recycle too, but how do you reuse?
When I can't fix my clothes, I turn them into other things.
Maybe I can do more to help the planet.
Welcome back from the break. Before the break, we kind of saw how Lauren decided she wanted to start her zero waste living journey. It's because she looked into her garbage can or her trash can and she thought, I'm using a little too many plastic bottles. Yeah, so she decided, you know what? Enough is enough. How can I first reuse some of them, recycle some of them, and then how do I cut down my plastic usage?
Yeah, she talked about recycling there first, and back in our dialogue, this is something Brandon would find easy to do. He says, I recycle too. So he already does this. It's very easy here in Taiwan. You don't have to do a lot of organizing. You can often just take it to the garbage truck. They will do a lot of it with you or for you. So there's really no reason not to recycle. It's just as easy as throwing things in the trash. But here's a good question from Brandon. But how do you reuse?
The hard question.
Yeah, you have to kind of be creative and do harder work to reuse. It's much more difficult and complicated than just recycling stuff in the right box.
You do have to work that imaginative, creative part of your brain. Because then Lauren says, when I can't fix my clothes, I turn them into other things, okay? So when we use this verb fix, we talk about, repairing or to make whole again, okay? So maybe something was broken, But instead of throwing it away, we kind of make it into something else. So when she's talking about her clothes, maybe there's a hole in them. For example, if your jeans, if they have a hole in them, I would just continue wearing it. But if it is really bad, you can't even fix it, maybe I can turn it into a wallet.
That's right, a wallet. You can turn an old t-shirt into a rag or a towel. You can cut things up, turn them into creative headbands or belts or scarves or who knows. I think the internet would probably have a million ideas about stuff like this. So that's
the great part of the internet.
A good place to go looking. But yeah, so it doesn't suddenly sound that difficult, right? After hearing of Lauren's experience and having her give Brandon some ideas, I think he's starting to maybe change his mind and think maybe a zero waste life is something he could try for. And he says, this is deep thought. He's really thinking a lot. Maybe he's even rubbing his chin. Maybe I can do more to help the planet. Maybe you can, Brandon. Maybe you can. Because this is the planet that we live on. I call it Earth. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
That's the planet we live on.
Gold star for you.
Unless you're planning to go to Mars or Jupiter or you know about some other planet. Welcome. This is the planet we live on. What is a planet? It is a large object that is going around a sun. Sometimes it's made of rocky, stony material like ours. Sometimes it's made of very dense gas like Jupiter, but it is bigger than a moon, but not as big as a sun, and a planet will revolve around a sun like our planet, the third planet from the sun, our Earth, which we need to keep clean, people, because I don't plan on going to live on Mars with Elon Musk or any other weird rich guy in the future.
I don't think anyone wants to do that. But yeah, so hopefully Brandon has found a new way to incorporate or add in some zero waste tips from Lauren. And, you know, you guys back at home, maybe a zero waste life isn't so hard after all.
Exactly. It's not a hard thing to do, and it's the right thing to do. So let's all give it a go. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Lauren and Brandon keep talking.
I saw lots of plastic bottles in my trash. I wanted to cut them down, so...
So you got your own bottle. What else did you do?
I changed from plastic bags to cloth ones.
Isn't all that a lot of trouble?
It was, but then I got used to it. I also got used to reusing and recycling.
I recycle too, but how do you reuse?
When I can't fix my clothes, I turn them into other things.
Maybe I can do more to help the planet.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 trash 名词，垃圾桶。My sister threw my toy in the trash. 我妹妹把我的玩具丢到垃圾桶。下一个单字 trouble 名词，麻烦。It will be a lot of trouble to fix this broken computer. 修理这台坏掉的电脑会很麻烦。下一个单字 fix 动词，修补、修理。Kevin fixed my bike. Kevin 把我的单车修好了。最后一个单字 planet 名词，行星、星球。The planet 指的就是地球。We need to do something to save the planet. 我们必须做点什么来拯救地球。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 cut down 减少。Cut 的动词三态同形，我们来看看这个例句。My dad cut down his work hours and spent more time with us. 我爸爸减少了工作时数，花更多时间陪伴我们。下一个文法 What else? 还有什么 ？Else 是副词，意思是其他，放在疑问词的后面，是一个修饰的作用。我们来看看这个例句。What else do you want to know? 你还想知道什么？ 最后一个文法 ，somebody gets used to something， 某人渐渐习惯什么。to 之后要接名词或动名词。我们先来看看接名词的例句。Susan got used to the weather here. Susan 适应了这里的天气。我们再来看看接动名词的例句。Mia got used to getting up early. Mia 渐渐习惯了早起。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Okay, so there's the quarterly prices and
Get this to me by 5 o'clock, please.
but I'm already drowning in work.
Good luck.
Guess it's time for Kiwi on the street. Translations. All right, it's time to work on some translations and the topic is being busy with work, okay? So first sentence, 我有很多事情要忙。
I have a lot of things to do. I got many jobs to do.
I got many jobs to do. I am very busy, okay?
我现在已经被工作淹没了。淹没 yeah.
Yes, I am by my works. I don't know how to translate that word.
淹没是那个淹死的淹吗？
Oh yes, exactly.
Now I am drowned with work.
Very good.
Wow.
I am drowning with work.
Good job.
Very good. All right. So, what did we learn today? The topic of translation for today is being busy with work. Our first phrase is, my plate is full. It means when your plate is full, you have a lot of stuff on it and you can't put any more. So it could be a very stressful situation, especially when it comes to your work. Our second sentence is, I am snowed under with work right now. To be snowed under means to be covered by all that snow, to be buried by snow. But in this case, it can also mean that you are buried with work. The snow represents all your work. Imagine your work desk is flooded by snow. Doesn't that feel like you are buried by the snow? That's all for translations today. Kiwi later!